thankful that she got away. Whatever she did to get away, thank God, you know, whatever. That's so scary.
An 11-year-old saved tonight after an attempted kidnapping in Jefferson City. The man police are looking for has not been caught. Good evening, everyone. I'm Jim Reed.
And I'm Savannah Rudisell. Today, police stepped up patrols around the city's schools. KMUH's James Packard is live at West Elementary School near where this happened. James, parents in the school are saying this is a moment to learn something.
Well, Savannah and Jim, tonight parents and teachers are reminding kids about the dangers of stranger danger, and they are praising a student who was nearly abducted this morning but was able to keep her composure and get herself to safety.
It's scary, like that could have been my child.
A scary morning for parents of West Elementary.
Brings goosebumps.
Jefferson City Public Schools sent a message no parent wants to get.
So I just opened it up, checked my email, and it just brought me to another page. I gave it like a description of the car.
An 11-year-old pulled off her bike, nearly abducted, but safe after getting away to the school.
She's a very articulate and intelligent young lady.
This detailed description came from the victim.
Very well spoken.
Police now following several leads.
We're really looking at every possible aspect, not ruling anything out as of yet.
The school district wouldn't allow anyone to speak on camera, but administrators said they talked to the students today about what happened and reminded them of the importance of stranger danger.
Like I always tell her anyway, like if someone's coming near you and you don't like it, you scream.
If you see a bad person coming, you have to run fast so the bad guy won't get you.
Oh, a parent, you can't let your kid walk to school anymore. That little girl's probably not going to walk to school in the morning.
So again, tonight, police are asking for your help in trying to find this man who tried to take this 11-year-old. We're going to put that graphic back up for you so you can take a look at this description that this 11-year-old gave the police. She says this man was a white man in his 30s, scruffy brown hair and crooked teeth. He was driving a four-door red pickup truck with step rails, a chrome brush guard, and a license plate that possibly ended in the digit 8. Of course, if you have any information on this, the police are asking for you to send that to them. You can call them at the 2 numbers that are at the bottom of your screen now. And if you'd like to see that description, again, it is on our website at KOMU.com. Reporting live in Jefferson City, James Packard, KOMU 8 News.
An Arnold, Missouri police officer is stable after he was shot in his police car today. Police believe 29-year-old Chad Kloss fatally shot himself after shooting Officer Ryan O'Connor in the head. O'Connor was arresting Kloss for stealing a gun. He didn't know Kloss had a second gun. Kloss had a criminal record.
Very well known to police.
Tell us about his background.
He's got quite a bit of background.
O'Connor underwent surgery for life-threatening wounds earlier today.
Neighbors on Lock Lane say crime doesn't ever seem to happen there, but after someone broke into a home and shot the homeowner, they're thinking differently. Neighbor Jane Domke says after 20 years of living on the street, she always felt it was safe. A couple of other neighbors say the area has always felt calm and friendly, even at night. Domke says her mindset has changed.
A little bit more cautious. I mean, I hate to say this, but I didn't used to lock my door. Boy, you better believe I lock my door all the time now. You know, so it just makes the neighborhood feel different. It was always so safe.
According to police, the man who was shot is stable.
A Columbia man's dog stopped a robbery this evening. It happened in the 2900 block of Rangeline on the north side of town. Police say the robber approached the man and his dog with a gun. He wanted money. Then the dog attacked the robber. The robber ran off and didn't get anything.
The Missouri House seat for Jefferson City has a new candidate tonight. There's now a Democrat in the running after 3 Republicans have already been campaigning for over a month. KMUH's Chris Joseph sat down with them.
The candidate is a nurse at St. Mary's Hospital in Jefferson City. He ran in 2016 and lost by 30 percentage points. He says this time is different.
So we have a wave in this country that I think is going to see sweep in a lot of Democrats here in the near future.
Kevin Nelson says he wants to give state employees a pay raise. He says missteps from top Republicans will put him in a position to do that.
We need to do our very best to end Citizens United, get rid of money in politics.
Representing Jefferson City won't be easy. GOP Representative Jay Barnes has controlled the seat for the last 7 years, but he only has 1 more year left in his term. There are also 3 Republican candidates, including Jane Beadham. Beadham held a chili dinner fundraiser Tuesday night.
We should meet our priorities first, take care of people, take care of our infrastructure, and then if we have money left over, talk about sports stadiums and arts districts and things like that, which would be great to have if we cover the basics first.
Beadham has filed for the election. Nelson has not. He says he will by the end of the year. The primary election is scheduled for August 7th, and the general election is next November. In the studio, Chris Joseph, KMU 8 News.
Missouri school administrators say the findings from a state audit don't paint the entire picture. The audit looked at per-student spending. It showed school districts are spending 14% more on administrators and only 9% more on teachers. The Missouri Association of School Administrators responded by saying salaries are set at the local level and charter schools are skewing the statewide data. The Department of Elementary and Secondary Education says it's up to schools to report the correct data.
We do multiple trainings in multiple different ways for school districts to code their data in a correct way. And of course, it doesn't always happen perfectly, but we do everything that we can.
The department says it will continue to offer training to help schools.
It's actually starting to feel like December now because of today's chilly temperatures. Let's send it over to Kenton to see if winter is finally on its way.
All right, Savannah, thank you very much. An average day across mid-Missouri for this time of year, at least. Temperatures in the 40s here, 40s for the high temperatures today as we cool down for the rest of our night. We're actually cooling down into the 20s here, about 27 by sunrise tomorrow. Otherwise, if we look at our Wednesday here, we're at 45 degrees, and then we're at 33 on Thursday. It's going to be a much colder one on Thursday as well. And then we have chances for some flurries by the end of the week. I have that full forecast coming up later.
Residents in Randolph County are looking to salvage any personal items they could find today after a tornado touched down last night. The tornado, with winds up to 100 miles per hour, destroyed one building in Higbee and several homes in Rennick. One man was in his house with some of his family when it hit. They said they didn't have time to find shelter, but his granddaughters warned them something was coming.
They was watching everything, you know, and then it started hailing. And so the hail was blowing into where they were at there. So they come running into the house, and they no sooner got into the house than it hit.
No one in that family was severely hurt, but at least one person was seriously injured in the tornado. It damaged around 6 homes and 20 buildings throughout Randolph County.
There was also storm damage to the south. The roof of the Second Christian Church's annex was blown off in Jefferson City, and several trees were knocked down as well. In Brumley, that's in Miller County, a couple came home from dinner last night and couldn't believe what they saw. The garage and half their roof went missing. The couple had just finished up putting Christmas decorations out, which disappeared as well.
It was just a shock as to where did this come from? Because there was no warning. There was no warnings out. There was no rhyme or reason why we would come home to this devastation.
The family spent today outside playing Christmas music as they cleaned up the mess. Watson says the losses don't change how they feel about the holidays, and she knows the future is bright.
Coming up, how a White House announcement could have international consequences.
Plus, Congressman John Conyers has already found who he wants as his replacement.
Chicken slow smoked for 4 hours. Brisket smoked for at least 13 hours. Tender smoked pork belly. This doesn't make sense coming from a fast food place. But this is Arby's. We don't make sense. We make sandwiches. Arby's, we have the meat.
Now at Menards, save big money on your next project with an 11% rebate on everything. Over 130 stock Fight electric LED bulbs are on sale. This 4-pack of general-purpose LED bulbs replace 60-watt incandescent in 2 color temperatures, $355 after rebate. Boss Stitch tools offer superior job performance and durability. This 205-piece tool set is $53.39 after rebate. There's no limit to how much you can save now during the 11% rebate sale at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Always know what's coming ahead of the storm. Download the free KOMU8 Weather and Traffic app for your phone and tablet. Brought to you by ServiceMaster of Columbia.
U.S. troops are standing by in areas of potential unrest ahead of President Trump's announcement to move the U.S. Embassy in Israel. The move will officially recognize Jerusalem as the capital. Some U.S. allies fear it will cause violent protests as Palestinian factions call for days of rage. A congressional law from 1995 outlined plans to move the capital from Tel Aviv to Jerusalem, but every 6 months since then, each president has postponed it. This move was one of Trump's campaign promises.
We will move the American embassy to the eternal capital of the Jewish people, Jerusalem.
France, Saudi Arabia, and Jordan have all raised objections. The King of Jordan said the decision will have serious implications that will disrupt work for peace in the region.
John Conyers endorsed his son to replace him as a Michigan congressman. Conyers resigned today following several allegations of him inappropriately touching staffers. He is the first congressman to step down during a wave of allegations in Congress, and the move set off calls for other lawmakers accused of sexual misconduct to do the same.
Let's check out our flight forecast for the day tomorrow. Temperatures colder not only for us but for all of these areas. We're in the 40s here in Missouri. We're looking at a lot of cloud cover though by the afternoon, but no delays expected. Then 30s for Denver and Chicago. 55 though in Dallas and 49 in New York. Again, no delays expected here for these airports. We'll keep you updated with that full forecast heading into the weekend. That's coming up right after the break.
Also coming up, thousands are forced to leave their homes as wildfires burn across Southern California.
So at what age should you start planning for your future? Well, the age you are now.
You're never too young to plan and never too old to dream. Whether you're just starting out or beginning your next chapter, we're there to guide you through it all. We may not be the biggest bank out there, but nothing makes us smile bigger than helping our customers achieve success, whatever that means to them. First State Community Bank. Success starts here.
Come on, kitty, 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 kitty. Come on, kitty.
Mom? Honey, we're going to the France. Here, watch the babies while we're gone. We'll be back next fall.
We should have just gotten them a poinsettia.
When you give Holiday Scratchers, you could be giving a lot more than Holiday Scratchers.
For the trailblazers, the ones ready to meet the rocks, and the ones ready to rock the meetings. For those who have big plans, things to do, we say, let's go. Columbia Regional Airport now offers flights to Denver with free parking and short lines. Whether Colorado is your final destination or a stop on the way, when you want fast, easy, convenient, fly COU. Columbia Regional Airport. Let's go.
Toyota-thon is on, and that means incredible year-end savings on a huge selection of our most popular models, like the adventurous RAV4, well-equipped Corolla, sporty all-new 2018 Camry, and more. Get incredible 0% APR financing for 60 months on a new 2018 Camry, or lease one for only $189 per month with $1,250 lease bonus cash. Toyota-thon deals end January 2nd. Hurry in today to get yours before they're gone. Toyota, let's go places.
The First Alert Weather Cam is brought to you by the law firm of Harper, Evans, Wade, and Nettemeyer. We will fight for you.
Welcome back to KMU8 News at 10 o'clock here on KMU8, and you can see temperatures starting off cold here this morning in the lower 30s. Now we saw a lot of sunshine in the afternoon, a lot of blue sky out, actually, with some planes going in and out, of course, at the Columbia Regional Airport. Even the moonrise there this evening as temperatures cool down. 30 right now in Columbia. If we look at our temperatures, 45 degrees was our high today. That is average for this time of year. 44 the average, 27 the average low. We're going to be around that tomorrow morning. We were at 30 though here on our Tuesday morning. Looking at precipitation for the year, we are about 3 inches, almost 3 1/4 below average, and we don't have too much chance for precipitation in the next 7 days. So I'm expecting that to unfortunately get even higher. A lot of the United States now is seeing the effects of this massive cool down that we've been tracking for over a week now at this point. The only people that are still out of it are the East Coast. You can see it's still 55 over there in New York, 58 in Raleigh, and 66 in Jacksonville. 76 even in Miami this hour, one of the warmest places in the United States. Looking at 13-mile-an-hour winds in Kansas City, everything in from the southwest. These are going to change direction. You can see over here in Nebraska, winds are already from the west and from the northwest. That's really what we're going to be dealing with for most of our day tomorrow. That's as a cold front starts to push down. Along with that cold front, we're also expecting a bit of cloud cover. The cloud cover that's right over in Nebraska and Iowa at this point. So as that moves down, we're going to be mostly cloudy for our afternoon tomorrow. But if we quickly look at our overall pattern, you can see this is our temperature map and also our jet stream with these wind barbs. And you can see our jet stream moving straight south. It's going from north to south. Usually the jet stream, polar jet, it's going to go from the west to the east, but that's not happening here. So that's definitely changing our pattern. Instead of seeing cold fronts roll in from the west or northwest, a lot of them over the next week are going to be rolling in almost straight in from the north, from Iowa, from Minnesota, Wisconsin. So if we track this here hour by hour with Weathercast, you can see this cloud cover moving in from the north. This is tomorrow morning, 7 a.m., mostly sunny, but we are about mostly cloudy to partly sunny for the afternoon hours. And we could see just a sprinkle moving down, but our air is so dry right now behind that cold front from yesterday that a lot of this moisture is actually going to evaporate before it hits the ground. So I'm expecting most of us to stay dry, but I can't rule out just a spare drop. Then cold temperatures in behind that by sunrise here on Thursday. We're still mostly sunny. We'll be abundantly sunny by Thursday afternoon. The coldest day we've had in a while with highs only around 32 degrees, the freezing mark there. And it's going to be one of our calmer days, so that's good. Coldest day is also one of our calmest days of the week. And then on Friday, more of a new system here, a cold front rolling in here, cloud cover with it, and we're also going to have a chance for just a few flurries. Not expecting much in the way of accumulation still with this system. We've been talking about it all week. It's still the same. Not expecting much accumulation, but I'm not going to rule out a few flakes falling down on Friday. That can still change, though. It's still just a couple days out, so we'll keep you updated as that gets closer, especially when you deal with any sort of wintry precipitation. That can change just within 24 hours even. 27 degrees for our low temperature tonight. Wind chills are going to be in the upper teens, though. And then tomorrow, gusts around 25 miles an hour with a high temperature at 45. Wind chills in the 30s all day long. Again, more sunshine in the morning, but then we're looking at cloud cover in the afternoon with a spot sprinkler drop, but mainly dry. 33 on Thursday, 38 on Friday. We're at 37 on Saturday with breezy conditions remaining on Saturday, too. Gusts around 25 miles an hour. But then we're in the upper 40s, above average on Sunday and Monday both, before we're back down to 38 on Tuesday of next week.
Those overnight temperatures really took a dip.
That's really where you're going to feel it is in the morning.
All right, Kenton, thanks.
Thanks. Intensifying wildfires across Southern California have forced almost 30,000 people to evacuate. 50-mile-per-hour wind gusts worsened one fire overnight. As fires chew through the California hills, their smoke consumes nearby cities. Firefighters are struggling to contain them.
We have extremely high winds, very, very low relative humidities, and our fuel conditions out there are absolutely about as bad as they could be for fire spread.
The fires have burned more than 45,000 acres and more than 150 structures. At one point, flames consumed an acre every second.
Coming up here in mid-Missouri, a new machine can now analyze a nurse's day at work.
How a new app uses a phone camera to help people with visual impairments find a unique way to see. But first, here are your lottery numbers. Good luck.
Coming up tomorrow on KOMU 8 News Today.
A Mid-Missouri College is holding a sports competition to support the Women's and Children's Hospital.
Look at the effort to support Pascal's Pals.
And we'll have the very latest from the Right Now desk.
And I'll have a look at another very cool and breezy Wednesday morning.
Great days begin with great mornings. KOMU 8 News Today. Coverage you can count on.
Whether a home is too hot or too cold, visit ColumbiaPowerPartners.com to learn about rebates and low-interest loans to help finance energy-efficient home improvements. Columbia Water and Light, helping you get your home and your utility bills just right.
Life can change at any moment, but it's the moments you never see coming. The moments that hit you like a train. The ones that say yes you're going to make it. Those are what we call yes moments. At MU Health, we live for those moments. And thanks to the cancer research we're doing and the breakthroughs we're achieving, so too can others. Yes makes it possible.
Once upon a time, there was a house with big utility bills. Luckily, Columbia Water and Light was there to help. With rebates and low-interest loans to finance energy-efficient home improvements, the little house's owner lived happily ever after.
The financial news is brought to you by Downtown Appliance Home Center, providing appliances and personal service to Mid-Missouri for over 50 years.
This season, nothing says happy holidays like a free Samsung Galaxy S8 or S7 from U.S. Cellular. And with a deal this good, there's no time like the present to, give yourself a present.
I don't deserve it.
Oh, yes, you do.
You're right, I do.
Have yourself a happy holiday with a free Samsung Galaxy S8 or S7 and great deals on all Samsung Galaxy smartphones at U.S. Cellular.
Saturday, December 9th, it's a big farm toys and collectibles auction at Wise Brothers. Find unique gifts from a huge selection of vintage signs, farm toys, pocket watches, and much more, including a 1914 and 1926 Model T. Starts at 6 p.m. sharp and lasts until everything's gone. With online real-time bidding through bidspotter.com. That's Saturday, December 9th at Wise Brothers, just north of I-70 between the Millersburg and Hatton exits. Wise Brothers, a friend of Missouri's farmers since 1927.
Nurses might be able to give patients in intensive care units more attention thanks to a new tool developed by an MU engineering professor. Jung Yup Kim's method involves tracking units that monitor a nurse's location. The data gathered can let hospitals know where nurses spend the most time in the ICU. This would help hospitals change workflows to be more efficient. Kim says nurses spend too much time focusing on emergency medical records or EMRs.
The definition of intensive care unit means you have to take care of patient intensively. But because of the EMR and other kind of the data input, they have to spend a lot of time for the data input rather than patient care.
The technology does not record communication between patients and nurses.
An MU PhD student spent the last 2 years developing an app to help the visually impaired. The ICU app was put on display today in Columbia. It allows a person with a visual impairment to press a button on their phone to take an image of what's in front of them, and then it helps them get a picture in their head of who they're meeting.
It gives them the description of whoever they meet, tells them the shirt color, just more like the physical appearance, gives the age estimate, the gender estimate, even the race, just to, give the visually impaired an head start about whoever they're meeting.
The app is currently in the Google Play Store for Google and Android devices. The developer hopes to eventually get it into the App Store as well.
The points were aplenty in Centralia for at least 2 teams. Sports is next.
The 2018 Subaru Forester is the best way to get where you've always wanted to go. With road-gripping symmetrical all-wheel drive and 32 miles per gallon, with 8.7 inches of ground clearance plus available X mode, and Subaru has the lowest 5-year cost to own of all brands for 2017, according to Kelley Blue Book. That's peace of mind wherever the road takes you.
Get financing as low as 0% for 63 months on the new 2018 Forester and Outback. And during the Subaru Share the Love event, get a new vehicle and Subaru will donate to those in need. University Subaru.
Built to handle heavy-duty construction jobs, New Holland equipment is also at home on your farm. Handle bales with ease and comfort. Quickly move material and feed. Clean out and refresh bedding. Build and maintain farm roads. A complete lineup of New Holland light construction equipment is ready and waiting to get to work. Visit your local New Holland dealer to learn more about why New Holland equipment is the right choice for your farm. The year-end celebration is happening now. Visit your local New Holland dealer today.
Boone Olive Oil Company in the heart of downtown Columbia is a one-of-a-kind shop for fresh, extra virgin olive oils and aged balsamic vinegars. Enjoy complimentary tastings and compare our products. Our friendly staff will take your taste buds on a tantalizing world tour. Choose from over 50 extra virgin olive oils and aged balsamic vinegars, pastas, and a wide selection of gluten-free gourmet products. Boone Olive Oil Company, where healthy is tasty. 20 South 9th Street or BooneOliveOil.com.
Closed captioning during KOMU 8 News is brought to you by Mawkins.com. Shop thousands of vehicles on sale.
Taking a drive to see the holiday lights. Brought some candy so the kids don't fight.
Off to grandma's to celebrate. Had to detour, so we're gonna be late. Holiday road.
Get on the holiday road in a Honda Pilot. See your dealer for great holiday deals during the Happy Honda Days sales event.
Redness and itching, symptoms commonly associated with a condition known as dry eye. But did you know that dry eye can also look like this? I'm Dr. Timothy McGarity. As Mid-Missouri's leading center for dry eye relief, Restoration Eye Care has introduced advanced therapies that can make a dramatic difference in your life. Visit RestorationEyeCare.com to find out if you're a good candidate for dry eye treatment.
Restoration Eye Care. Your vision, your life, your choice.
Now, from the Ford Sports Desk, KOMU 8 Sports.
Missouri basketball is back home for a while after ending its 36 true road game losing streak in Orlando last week. Tigers kicked off the first of 4 straight at Mizzou Arena against Miami, Ohio tonight. This one was surprisingly back and forth to start. Here, Jordan Barnett opening the game with a 3 off the feed from Blake Harris. So the Tigers off and running, but the Red Hawks would stick around in this one early. Jalen Attaway with a 3 makes this a 1-point game for Miami, Ohio, but then the Tigers took over. Cassius Robertson, Jordan Barnett, he hits the 3, and that would be far from it for the Tigers in this first half. Following possession, it's going to be Robertson again with the ball. He takes it himself, drains from distance for the tray, and then it's Jeremiah Tillman slamming it home, and then Robertson with a pull-up 3 again, and finally we circle all the way back to Jordan Barnett, again from deep. He had 4 threes in the first half. If you're counting, that's a 14-0 run for Mizzou as the Tigers get the win in comfortable fashion, 70-51. Now, the 62nd Centralia Invitational Basketball Tournament is just wrapping up day 2 of play. The second day featured the first round of the boys bracket. We will start with the second game of the day between North Callaway and Salisbury. Thunderbirds came out soaring in this one here. Coy Dannison with the steal and the score. Then it was Dawson Wright gets the bucket and the foul. Thunderbirds jump out to an impressive 18-2 lead, but Salisbury cuts that lead to 4 on the back of a few. Caleb Smedlev steals here, dishing to Garrett Fessler, and this one he takes it himself all the way down the court. Gonna finish it easy enough. Panthers get the game to 19-15, but in the second half, North Callaway's ball movement was just too good. Here, Tanner Pizzold cleans up the miss, and then the Thunderbirds gonna swing the ball around. Mentioned that ball movement to the corner for Kobe Kellerman. He hits the 3, and the Thunderbirds win this one 67-45. Next matchup featured Boonville and Sturgeon. Sturgeon guard Kenny Stone came out firing in this one, knocking down a 3 from way beyond the arc as he just pulls up and drains. Bulldogs taking an early lead. But the story of the night was the Boonville big man, Avery Reardon. Here, gets the entry pass, goes baseline for the easy 2. Then here he's getting the board and putting it back up. Just too big all night, scoring 15 in the first half. But he wasn't just scoring. Here decides to break and gets the assist on the beautiful dish to Kellen Brownfield. Boonville pulls away in this one to win it 74-43. Now in other tournament action, Hallsville kicked the day off with an impressive 94-69 win over Macon, and Centralia gets the win 78-71 over Harrisburg. Missouri's offense put up big numbers this year, and offensive coordinator Josh Heupel was a big reason why. University of Central Florida must have noticed this because the Golden Knights made them their head coach today. And this was Heupel's second year leading the Missouri offense. He also doubled as the quarterback's coach. Behind Heupel and Drew Lock this season, the Tiger offense was 7th in the nation in total offense and 10th in scoring, averaging 39 points and 512 yards per game. This will make 3 OCs in 4 years for the Tigers. The decision to leave Missouri came as a surprise to several players, some of them tweeting out about the move. Freshman center Tristan Castillo saying, quote, "That's crazy. We're supposed to be family, but you didn't say a word," end quote. And junior Kevin Pendleton expressed his surprise simply with a gif from the movie Minions. Now, while Heupel is gone, His biggest offensive weapons made All-SEC honors today. Quarterback Drew Lock becoming the first Tiger quarterback to make the All-SEC first team. He leads the conference in 9 statistical categories and the nation in passing touchdowns. Lock has the chance to add to that SEC record 43 touchdowns this season when the Tigers take on Texas in the Texas Bowl. Meanwhile, tight end Albert Okwuegbunam, wide receiver Jamon Moore, and defensive end Marcel Frazier made the All-SEC second team. And riding a 3-game losing streak, St. Louis hoped a trip up north of the border would help turn things around. Blues and Canadians meeting in Montreal. Fast forward to the second, it's a 1-1 game, and off a turnover, Dmitry Yashkin finds Scotty Upshaw to break that tie in favor of St. Louis. And on the ensuing face-off, Alex Pietrangelo gets quickly up to Braden Shen, who puts it away. 3-1 just like that. Montreal would tie things up in the third, but it's Braden Shen again. Gets the hat trick and the game winner. Shen, the star in this one, is the Blues win 4-3. And that's it for sports.
Quick, what's the first thing you think of when you need health care? We want it to be Family Health Center, primary and preventive care for the whole family. Think of us first when you get sick, need an annual checkup, for newborn and pediatric care, chronic disease management, immunizations, or referral to a specialist. We take all major insurance plans and offer discounts for those who qualify. Plan now for good health. Make Family Health Center your first choice for primary care. Now in East Columbia on Broadway Bluffs Drive. Family Health Center. Health and care within reach.
At Harper Evans, Wade, and Nedemeyer, we believe in meeting our personal injury clients in person, wherever they are. By working with us, our clients can focus on recovering while we move to build a powerful, winning case. We review injury cases free of charge. We know this is a difficult time for victims and their families. We help them understand the process and get them the settlement they deserve. You want us on your side. Harper Evans, Wade, and Nedemeyer, we will fight for you.
'Tis the season to Stover all over. New tile, new hardwood, new carpet for Rover. New window coverings brighten up your place, and your house guests will glow with smiles on their face. Hurry in now and save 15% on Stainmaster carpet, which your home will accent. 15% off Stainmaster is true. At Stover's, the savings are waiting for you. For the happiest holiday you will recall, get Stover all over. Come one and come all.
The KOMU8 News app is brought to you by Huber & Associates, smarter IT solutions for business. Download in the App Store or Google Play.
What if I told you that studies show, on average, you could get more money when you hire a lawyer than if you handle your case on your own?
Seriously? I guess it'd be worth a call.
Seriously injured? Call Aaron Sachs & Associates.
Chicken slow smoked for 4 hours. Brisket smoked for at least 13 hours. Tender smoked pork belly. This doesn't make sense coming from a fast food place. But this is Arby's. We don't make sense. We make sandwiches. Arby's, we have the meat.
In an emergency, minutes matter, but in rural Missouri, it can take much longer. A 2-part Target 8 investigation looks into emergency services in rural areas and shines a light in one area that's not covered by an ambulance. Wednesday on KOMU8 News at 6 and 10.
Now here's a look at what we're following for KOMU8 News today. An MU nursing school partnership is working to improve medical care in St. Louis nursing homes.
Researchers say the program increases quality and decreases how much residents pay. That's coming up tomorrow morning. Kenton.
It's going to be a cold one tomorrow morning, 27 degrees as you head out the door. A lot of sunshine to start off the day, but then we're at 45 in the afternoon with a lot more cloud cover. Could even have a brief drop falling down, but most of us will be dry. Gusts up to 25 miles an hour throughout our day on Wednesday. Then we're at 33 only for the high temperature on Thursday, but it's our calmest day of the week. Then 38 on Friday, more cloud cover. A few flurries possible in the afternoon and evening. Still breezy on Saturday, but then we're much warmer by Sunday and Monday.
All right. That's our time for now. Thanks for joining us.
Have a good night.